from AI are going to be, very beneficial. Is going to be very beneficial in the job market, right? It gives you some examples of prompts here, and then it goes on. It says the above script looks for strong buying opportunities when the market is oversold and momentum starts to shift upwards. It checks if the price has recently hit a low momentum MACD is improving and RSI is very low. Then it signals a potential bounce by placing a buy order. So you can analyze the technical indicators. ChatGPT can break down the indicators like RSI, Bollinger Bands, Fibonacci retracements, moving average, convergence, divergence, and more. Although it cannot access real-time charts, you can input data such as BTC RSI at 72 and MACD just signaled a bullish crossover with increasing volume. What does this imply? ChatGPT will interpret the technical conditions and provide a logical explanation for what those signals may mean. Crypto markets are highly influenced by sentiment, and fear, hype, and FOMO can drive price action more than fundamentals. ChatGPT can help assess the emotional tone of the market by analyzing user-provided summaries or scraped content. Quote, summarize the market sentiment for Doge based on X posts and Reddit comments from the past 24 hours. And we're going to actually talk about a tool that you can use right now that will help you determine sentiment a lot better, I think, than ChatGPT, by the way. So we'll get into that in a second, but that is something to pay attention to. And I guess you would really want to use, frankly, I think as opposed to ChatGPT in this particular case for market sentiment surrounding individual cryptocurrencies, I would presume using Grok would be, which is, obviously X's form of ChatGPT, would probably get you better results just because of the access to the Twitter data that Grok has. So I would recommend using Grok for sentiment over ChatGPT, just a little personal thing there. So while ChatGPT isn't designed to perform statistical backtesting, is it good at conceptual validation. You can describe a strategy and ask it to walk through how that strategy would be performed under different historical conditions. So you can do that, a backtest, a moving average crossover strategy on ETH from 2020 to 2023 with a 5,200-day setup. ChatGPT will simulate the outcomes as in the image above based on historical assumptions and explain the strengths and weaknesses. Still, for numerical accuracy, this should be cross-checked using actual backtesting software. Predictive analysis is where ChatGPT could shine as a strategic advisor. Traders can input hypothetical scenarios and request implications. So what would happen to Bitcoin if US inflation spikes to 8% and interest rates rise by 1.5%? Now, my understanding too is Trump was trying to get the interest rates cut down to 1%. Was that right? Today, I don't know what, I forget. I didn't look at what happened there yet all of the way, but I need to go research that, I guess. So it gives you an idea here. It says if US inflation spikes to 8%, then Bitcoin could face short-term downward pressure because of high interest rates, tighter monetary policy. And this is even though Bitcoin is seen as a hedge against inflation. So there you go. Now, that gives you a bunch of examples in this article. I'll link this over to you guys. But the quality of your prompts defines the quality of insights you'll get. So it gives you some well-rounded, tailored activities for traders and technical analysis and on-chain sentiment, etc. So just an example would be generate a weekly summary for Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana, including price action, volume changes, and major news catalysts. Now, just like everybody is now aware of the Bitcoin halving cycle, which creates an interesting scenario where, because everybody is aware the halving cycle is not hitting the same euphoric phases that we have seen in previous cycles, at least as of yet, I think the same thing could happen because of AI in general, meaning if everybody's feeding this kind of information, into AI and getting similar, if not exactly the same answers, and they are making the same market moves based off of that, then the market moves can't come true because everybody's doing the same thing, right? Like, this is just the way things will function. It will behave differently just out of nature of too many people being aware of it, right? And so that's something to keep in mind in general. NK, good to see you in chat, by the way. Now, it does say there's some benefits as far as accessibility. There's no coding experience needed. Speed, you can generate comprehensive analysis, strategy templates, or summaries in seconds. Customization allows you to tailor every response to your specific need. Adaptability, ChatGPT can shift between fundamental, technical, and sentiment-based perspectives, and automation. So there are different integrations you can utilize as far as, and I think you can even integrate it into like API pools and et cetera, right? Now, it does say there's some limitations, like no real-time data, so you'll have to type that in yourself. It's not a licensed financial advisor, but most of the KOLs you're watching on YouTube are not financial advisors either. Prompt quality matters, so the AI is only as good as the input it receives, just going back to my previous statement about how important it's going to be to know what to put into an AI to get the correct answer out. And no quantitative accuracy checks, so it cannot verify data correctness without validation from external sources or live APIs. Now, of course, custom AI systems are going to have this information. There will be probably even subscription-based cloud versions of AI that will be able to pull that live data at some point. I'm not sure that that's available right this second. I am aware of some private ones, obviously, that do this. At least with the stock market, I'm aware of 2 people working on that with the stock market. In crypto specifically, I'm not aware of a private one yet, at least at scale. I'm sure there's some people working on it, but if anybody knows of any, please let me know. I'd definitely be interested in checking those out, right? So you can integrate it with other crypto tools. So you can basically utilize CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap to supply ChatGPT with current market stats via manual input or APIs. Obviously, I think utilizing the APIs are going to be the fastest way to do that. And once again, like the quality of your input of figuring out how to give that information to ChatGPT in and of itself is an answer that you'll need to get. There are charting platforms like Extractor, RSI, MACD, and other indicators from TradingView and CoinGlass, Glassnode, CryptoQuant, and all of that. And it names some others like Lunar Crush and etc. for on-chain sentiment tool analysis, and then automation tools like Zapier. And allows you to make like Python bots to trigger ChatGPT workflows based on alerts or price actions. And then some advanced plugins extend ChatGPT's capabilities with plugins like Link Reader to fetch real-time info directly. So that's kind of an idea surrounding it. I'd like to hear y'all's thoughts and opinions on it. I think everybody's aware of it. The problem, obviously, with AI in its current phase, right, is that unfortunately, it's not always extremely accurate. It's very input dependent, and you can get yourself in a lot of troubles, right? I hope you enjoyed this clip from the Crypto Mining Show. If you would like to see more from this particular episode, take a look up here. Don't forget to also subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support me directly, you can go to sonofatech.locals.com and become a member. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next Tuesday.